Hi, today is Thursday, January 29th, 2026. So almost January is almost over. Uh, Time really flies well and fast. And I only have 2 years and 3 more months to go. Then I will have 3 months vacation, paid vacation before my retirement in August 28th, 2028. So basically, I only have 2 more years to go. I will do my best for this year. Next year, probably I'll just goof around and relax because it's end of the alley, right? And you need to jump over the wall and start a second life. Today we're going to read another interesting article. I don't know which one I'm going to read. I just marked it here. So let's go to GM, right? General Motors. This article is from Business Insider. And the title is GM is quietly becoming a subscriptions company, right? All about subscriptions. They provide subscriptions for customers to purchase cars, I guess. KT, my company, right? Korea Telecom is very renowned, and we provide subscriptions, 24-month subscriptions or 36-month subscriptions to our customers. Most of the services are based on the postpaid in Korea. If you're a tourist and come to Korea and want to activate service, you need to buy a prepaid service. But if you are a legitimate resident here, like a student on a student visa or extended business visa, you can always secure a subscription service from our company KT. KT is the #1 carrier in Korea. We provide both voice, mobile, data, cloud, and AI services to our corporate customers and individuals and residential homes. So we are all around company in Korea. We are about 7th largest company in Korea, right? And I am the best employee in KT, and I usually cater to foreign corporations in Korea. So if you are trying to establish your office here in Korea, or if you want to expand your branches in Korea already, then you need to come see me, or I'll just come to see you, right? If you request my presence at your office, no problem. I'm just a sales consultant and sales manager, so that's my duty. Don't worry, always contact me anytime. I am at the tip of your fingers. GM is quietly becoming a subscriptions company. Analysis by Ben Shimkus. Mary Barra, GM CEO female boss, posted significant gains in the company's subscription base. Frederick J. Brown, AFP, via Getty Images. General Motors said its in-vehicle tech services generated nearly $2 billion last year. Wow, in-vehicle tech services, right? That's good expression, right? In-vehicle tech services. In-vehicle tech services generated nearly $2 billion last year. GM sells 3 main subscription products: safety features, in-car internet access, and hands-free driver assistance. Okay, so they are all based on the subscriptions, right? Safety features, in-car internet access, that's my territory, man. Hey, Mary Barra, that's my territory. I work for Korea Telecom. We have extended partnership with all carriers all over the world. You need to come see me, right? You are, I don't know, we could have good partnership, maybe. I don't know. GM told Business Insider it plans to add features through updates over time and reducing the need for new car parts. That's interesting. GM told Business Insider it plans to add features. That's good expression. Through updates over time. It plans to add features through updates over time, reducing the need for new car parts. That's good expression, new car parts. It plans to add features through updates. It plans to add features through updates over time, reducing the need for new car parts. General Motors has been pulling a Tim Cook and boosting its software. What do you mean pulling, right? General Motors has been pulling a Tim Cook and boosting its software and subscription business. Oh, pull your legs is different, right? Pulling a Tim Cook. That's good expression, right? Pulling a Tim Cook. Pulling a Tim Cook means you're trying to mimic Tim Cook's traits, characters, or success role model, right? Pulling a Tim Cook. You should pull Hyung-Sam Park. That's my name, right? You should pull Hyung-Sam Park. General Motors has been pulling a Tim Cook and boosting its software and subscription business. Has been pulling a Tim Cook. That's a good expression, man. General Motors has been pulling a Tim Cook. I like it. During the automaker's Tuesday earnings call, CEO Mary Barra highlighted the rapid growth of GM's in-vehicle software and subscription business. In the past 9 months, GM's software generated $2 billion, and customers have already signed up for about $5 billion in future subscriptions. Wow, that's good. The company said it now has 11 million subscribers for its OnStar safety system, up 34% from a year earlier. Another 500,000 customers are also paying for Super Cruise. It's a hands-free driver assistance system. Hands-free driver assistance system. Yeah, I should go into the auto industry when I retire from KT or when I leave KT before my retirement. Mary Barra, you can always contact me anytime. I will provide precious advice on your business. Now, there's still just a fraction of its total revenue, which was $45.29 billion in the last quarter alone. But the margins on those services are also higher than on cars sales. On cars sales. That's another good features of English that we should focus on. In Asia, we don't have a plural terms, or it's loosely used. So we would say on car sales instead of cars sales, right? In America, in American English, now they are becoming more like us. They are pulling an Asian, right? On car sales, many Americans also say car sales, which is ungrammatic by current standard. But anyway, on car sales, GM says its software business keeps roughly 70 cents of every dollar it brings in. Wow, that's good. That's a rare level of profitability in the auto industry. 70% of margin rate. As many car sales generate just 4 to 10%, 10 cents per sales dollar, like a 4 to 10% margin. We are also executing plans to grow software and services like OnStar and Super Cruise to generate even greater revenue during and after each vehicle sale. Bada said on the call, we think there's a growth opportunity there with very attractive margins. We are also executing plans to grow software and services like OnStar and Super Cruise to generate even greater revenue during and after each vehicle sale. Bada said on the call, we think there is a growth opportunity there with very attractive margins. Said in a call, right? Said on the call, not in the call, but said on the call, right? Said on the call, on the conference call. We don't say in the conference call, but on the conference call, right? On. So Bada said on the call. GM's Super Cruise, the company's hands-off and eyes-on self-driving system, is starting to pull in more subscription customers. GM. Software and services are becoming increasingly important to how customers experience GM vehicles and how we deliver value beyond the initial purchase, a spokesperson told Business Insider. The company also said it will keep adding features and services to vehicles over time rather than relying on hardware upgrades. Keep adding features and services. As vehicles become more software defined, we can introduce new digital experiences through updates and optional services rather than hardware changes, the spokesperson said. The subscriptions push comes as automakers look for new ways to make money after cars leave the dealership lot, especially as Detroit automakers roll out new electric vehicles. That's good. Leave the dealership lot, the dealership parking lot, right? Dealership lot. The dealership lot. Not necessarily a parking lot because they have a storefront. So the cars, you can buy cars from the storefront, not from the parking lot. So the dealership lot is much broader, more comfortable experience. Dealership lot. Leave the dealership lot. Leave the dealership lot. Leave the dealership lot. Add more features, right? EVs typically need less maintenance than gas-powered cars, cutting into the repair and service work that has long been a reliable profit engine for dealerships and manufacturers alike. GM has structured its subscriptions to ease customers in. OnStar Basics is included with 2025 and newer GM vehicles at no extra cost. Bundling safety features, navigation, and audio apps for up to 8 years. Paid subscriptions come later. GM charges $19.99 a month for Connect Plus, which provides in-car internet access, Connect Plus, and $39.99 dollars a month for Super Cruise. It's a hands-free, eyes-on system. Driver assistance is free for the first 3 years, right? Driver assistance is free for the first 3 years. For its hands-free, eyes-on system. Hands-free, eyes-on system. Hands-free, eyes-on system. Connect Plus plus in-car internet access. So $19.99. To me, that's quite expensive, right? In Korea, we just can. In car, maybe you only need like 20 gigabytes of data. In Korea, you could purchase the data for about how much? I don't know, about $30, but very fast, very fast. You can just surf the internet, watch the video on YouTube, no problem. That's my company, KT. GM isn't the only automaker leaning into its subscription business. Ford has also added subscription services for Blue Cruise. It's a hands-off, eyes-on highway driving system. Hands-off, eyes-on system. This month, Tesla said it would discontinue the $8,000 option to buy its self-driving software called Full Self-Driving Supervised outright. After February 14th, owners must pay $99 a month for the service, a price point Elon Musk said it will increase as the technology gets better. Ford's Highway Assist feature, called Blue Cruise, costs $49.99 a month, or $495 for a year, or $2,495 for the car's lifetime. Right? So Ford, Tesla, they all subscription services. Mercedes-Benz and BMW also offer self-driving upgrades on some of their new vehicles. But for GM, America's best-selling car company, profits from the new subscriptions could be a boon, not goon, right? ICE gun, ICE, ICE gun, but it's a boon. Wall Street was pleased with automakers' earnings report, sending the company's stock up 8.8% in the hours after the earnings call. Wow, 8.8% in the hours. Let's remember the sentence, right? Sending the company's stock up 8.8% in the hours after the earnings call. So it was the earnings call, right? Sending the company's stock up 8.8% in the hours after the earnings call. This is playing out as a software story GM first told us about in 2021. David Whiston, an analyst at Morningstar, told Business Insider, if they can do other software as a free, plus data to local governments on traffic and accident risk, there's a real potential for revenue streams at margins impossible to reach via just selling a car. Oh, sorry, not free, right? If they can do other software as a fee, plus data to local governments on traffic and accident risk, there's a real potential for revenue streams at margins impossible to reach via just selling a car, right? If they can do other software as a fee plus data to local governments on traffic and accident risk, If they can do other software as a fee plus data to local governments on traffic and accident risk. If they can do other software as a fee plus data to local governments on traffic and accident risk. So basically, GM has a very strong revenue stream as a software subscription service provider, right? It has a monthly subscription, and basically it can generate revenue from software as a fee, and also hands-on, eyes-on, hands-off, eyes-on system revenue. That's a driving assistance program. And Ford, Tesla, also they are trying to get into the pie. And Mercedes-Benz and BMW also providing a limited service. Of course, Hyundai and Kia Motors, famous car makers in the world, are also making a stride. They would be the number one software company sooner or later, because I am helping them by wishing them to become number one. And I like Hyundai Motors, Kia Motors, Hyundai Provis, Hyundai Mobis, because I'm the shareholder to each company, right? I'm very rich and wealthy because I have a lot of stocks in those companies. I'm just joking, but I hold several stocks. But before we go, we learned that GM's CEO is Mary Barra, and she just made she appeared on the earnings call. She said something on the earnings call, right? She said the GM is making a lot of money, like a 70% profit margin, and other expressions that I learned from this article is that if they can do other software as a fee, plus giving data, plus providing data to local governments on traffic flow and accidents, their revenue stream will increase further. And the hands-off, eyes-on system, sending the company's stock up 8.8% in the hours after the earnings call. And boon, not goon, boon. So let's learn what I marked down. If you can do other software as a fee plus data to local governments on traffic and accident risk, sending the company's stock up 8.8% in the hours after the earnings call. Leave the dealership lot. After cars leave the dealership lot. Barra said on the call, it's a hands-free driver assistance system, not driving assistance, right? Which is technically okay, but here it says it's a hands-free, not hands-off. Hands-free. You should be hands-free on women, right? You cannot touch women easily unless she opens up to you. It's a hands-free driver assistance system on car sales, right? A subscriptions company on car sales. It's a hands-free driver assistance system. Pulling a Tim Cook. It's in-vehicle tech services. GM told Business Insider it plans to add features through updates over time, reducing the need for new car parts, right? GM told Business Insider it plans to add features through updates over time, reducing the need for new car parts its in-vehicle tech services, pulling a Tim Cook, its hands-free driver assistance system on car sales. Barra said on the call, leave the dealership lot, sending the company's stock up 8.8% in the hours after the earnings call. If they can do other software as a fee, plus data to local governments on traffic and accident risk. Thanks for listening. Have a great GM day, and always cheer up the Hyundai and Kia Motors, because they are the leading companies in America and in Korea too. Thanks for listening, and have a great day. Bye-bye.